Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Here's Goff now on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They go again with Rawls. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their block.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Robert Quinn coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. On second down, Rawls. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be third down. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Lacey's got the first and a little extra. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Eddie Lacy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And it's up and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
On first down, gone. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he'll be knocked down sideways. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turned out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
What?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Yeah.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 19 yards to pick up there.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually third down, fourth down? They got them on second down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On second down, here's Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's got it up and through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
There goes Thomas Rawls. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rawls, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks
Where are you
have
going?
taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and 10. Goff again. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Now Goff on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The throw on second down is gone. And his throw here's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now gone. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. It's Johnny Hekker now, an All-Pro 3 of the last 4 years on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Paul Richardson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very Stop short of the 30. Back to throw, Goff. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They go play action here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. They'll try and run down here with Procise. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 4-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. From the the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easy. Now I'm picturing him with a camera running through the woods, shaking up and down. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Another carry now for Gurley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Last year, Gurley, 74% of LA's carries. That's the highest percentage in the league.
But no real payoff because they finished 31st in the league in rushing. I think as a team, they ran for 78 yards per game. They had a 1,000-yard receiver in Kenny Britt out wide, but they really didn't scare people downfield. And because of that, they stacked the line of scrimmage and stuffed the run game.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Going to Rawls on the dump-off. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, here's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. First down, this is Rawls. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This will be caught just inside the 10. And down. 7. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before. And he's got the big tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Gone. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Going up top for Kupp. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An update now from Oakland. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. A final shot before break here. Gone. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The play clock's running down. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Wilson on first down. It's complete to Lockett. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. First down and goal, the offense knocking on it. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas rolls. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. 3rd down here. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Value three.
Third and long. It's gone. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cliff Averill in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. An unbelievable punt there. We're talking 70-plus yards. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. And tough starting field position here. On first down, Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Wilson back into his end zone. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Jimmy Graham had a really tough injury in 2015 that ended his season, but what a bounce back in 2016. How did he not get any votes for comeback player of the year?
I was just going to ask you that. Not that Jordy Nelson wasn't deserving, but 65 catches, 923 yards. That was the highest total by a tight end in Seahawk history.
And I think there's a chance that both of those numbers will increase in 2017.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Wilson to give to Rawls. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it second and 12. Time running out here on the play clock. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Graham. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. Here's John Ryan now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10. Elsewhere, they have gone to the third quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Rams on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
19.
Now a toss. This is Rawls. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every time we leave a Seattle game, I have the PA guy's voice in my head. Tackle by Bobby Wagner.
Well, he had 167 tackles last year. Not only led the NFL, that was the most in a single season in Seahawk history.
And how about this? His 2nd All-Pro nomination. This guy is sideline to sideline, end zone to end zone, making plays.
The Rams on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. On 1st down, it's gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The rookie from Michigan State, Malik McDowell. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Double tight, guys, double tight. There we go.
Here's Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree,
as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. This is Rawls. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches said. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now Davis. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Out is the kick. Touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And right now these guys shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have made the football.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Well, we've been over this, Aaron.
13 yards and it moves and sticks.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff.
No.
What was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess I should have tried to fool them.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They're suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
They are, by the way, into the 4th quarter now in Oakland. And the Ravens now really pouring it on. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
carry over the back line of the end
Calico
zone
is
for a
terrible.
touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now.
I have to make that known.
That picture you put in the chat. Oh, that's Kyle Kuzma.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a first down throw. Gone. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Cooper Kupp
This motherfucker just tried a Hail Mary. Well, it's 48-7 right now with 2 minutes and 9 seconds left.
That is thrown downfield,
I mean, I'm not trying. If he throws a pick, I'm gonna return it again. But he's coming out 5 wide.
Back to the air. On second down.
Another sack. Malik McDowell came in for Frank Clark, who got hurt a little bit, and he's got 2 sacks.
Staring at a third and long here.
Good. This is just ugly.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a third and long. From the gun, here's Goff.
Another sack. Cameron, it's 4th and 31 on his own 4, and he's going for it. I'm blitzing him.
I think she walked that on her own. Oh, she did do it. She did walk.
Cameron, Jeremy.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Oh, my God. We're in the 21st century. You don't need to be on that tight run.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw.
Safety! Cameron, I dropped 50. Is that okay?
This time it yields a safety. Things were just going from bad.
If he calls timeouts, Cameron, I'll score.
That does him in here.
Just cause fuck that. You want me to get this game over with? Well then.
can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL.
I just don't want my players to get hurt. Frank Clark got hurt.
That's what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus."
I'm not doing anything. He's doing on something. I just got a safety and a pick 6 on my last 10 or 9 points.
They have the big cushion.
Oh, I'm recording. Don't worry.
Final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
Moo won't do shit. And besides, he's all out blitzing me. If he calls a timeout here, I swear. Oh God. And there's an injury.
But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it,
I don't know.
during the
I think it
week,
might have. Yep, it was. Fuck! It was Rawls.
obviously unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it. All those things they had to deal with.
This motherfucker keeps blitzing. You know what? I'm throwing him.
They did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one.
I'm gonna fuck that. Nah, you can't keep doing that, man.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Guys with no shirts on. Why can't it not be
Wilson going to hand it to Bromside. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Well, I can't see Shooter. He's the only one on feet. Where'd Young go? What in the world? Who took me? Ooh, who's that handsome looking for? Oh, Shooter. Shooter, you can't go around with that.
Again, they run. Again, it's Procise. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
Don't go to practice. Go to